Hello and welcome to another video in the Java Refresher video. Now in this video we're going to learn about more of on array. In the last video we saw some basic functions to input and output array. That is the push, which inserts the element from the back, and then the unshift, which inserts the element from the front, and then the shift, which removes the elements from the front, and pop, which removes the elements from the end. Now we're going to traverse our array. Let's say I have an array with the name names, and let's say I have some names here. Let's say I have 3 names and I want to perform some actions on these names. So what will I do? I will create a new array, new name, or you can say a new array, and now from the old array I will perform the map function. Now map function takes argument as the current index, item, and the array. These are the three inputs or the parameters that the map function takes. Now I can work on any of them. Now let's say I want to return current index dot. Now as you can see, it identifies that it is a string. So current index dot to uppercase. Let's say I want to return it to the uppercase. Let's see what this will return. Let me log out. New. Let's see the output we get. As you can see, all the names have been capitalized. Now this is the functionality of map. We will be using map pretty vividly in a React tutorial, and we will learn alongside how the map functions work, and we will also learn about map, filter, and reduce. Now let us learn about the spread operator. What does the spread operator do? Let's say I have an array. Let arr be an array, and let me give it some initial values. Now let's say I have another array, and this array should contain all the values from the previous array and its own values. Now you can manually add these values, but let's see you have values from 1 till 1000, so you cannot manually add the values. So that's where the spread operator comes in. What you can simply do is you can type 3 dots and then the value of the old array, and just simply like that. Now the new array has value 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Let's see. As you can see, the output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the spread operator. We will use the spread operator if we want to add some new information into the old information without manually writing a function for it. Now after the spread operator, let's look at the arrow function. Arrow function, basically the function in JavaScript, it starts with the function keyword, and then you specify the name of the function, and then you specify what does this function do. Now here my function name is greet hello, so it greets hello, and if I call the function greet hello, as you can see here, it greets hello. Now similarly, we have another way of writing a function. We define by let and then the name of the function. Let's say I'm greet hello, and then what you do is parenthesis takes the parameters, arguments that should be specified, then an arrow, and then the function definition scope. Here I can give what the function will do. It will greet hello. So let me just clear the screen. You can clear the screen by CLS. And as you can see, if I call the function here, greet hello, here I have hello. Now, why should we use the the arrow function rather than the old function? Well, the old function uh, deals with this operator in a very clumsy manner. When the scope changes, the value the this keyword is referring to also changes. Now this situation does not arise in the arrow function. That's why we use the arrow function more in our development of any app. Now let us learn about the objects in JavaScript, or you can define any object in JavaScript like this. Simply name the object. Let's say I'm giving the object person, and now you give the values. Now instead of using equals to, you should use the colon to give the value. Let's say Abhishek. Now I have created an object of person which has two values, first name and the last name. And let me also write a function for it. Here I am using template literals. Template literals is a way of passing the parameters in the text that we write. So let's say I'm writing first name is, what you have to do is dollar sign and curly braces and the name this dot first name, and last name is similarly dollar sign curly braces and the name of the variable. Let us call this function person dot. Let's see if it outputs anything or not. As you can see, it is giving undefined and undefined. Why it is giving the undefined? Because in the scope of this function, the this keyword does not have any value. Let me log it out. Let me log out this. Let's see what does this give me. It gives me an empty object because it is not referring to any object. So what you can do, instead of using this, you can give the person here the name of your object. Let's see if this gives me the output. As you can see, this gives me the output. So dealing with this keyword is very tricky in JavaScript, and we will look at on more while we are progressing in our React tutorials. Okay, I think this video is enough for now. Let's move on to